Hello, YouTube. It's me. And my big hair. I've made a bit of a realization about myself. I understand more why I've been feeling a little bit disenchanted, frustrated, run down, uninvigorated, besides the fact that I am sick with a cold after being sick with anemia, after being sick from my medications, after being sick from, you get the picture, I've been sick a lot. And it's more than that. It was a spiritual kind of a rundown. And I couldn't put my finger on it. I realized that I haven't been making headway the way I imagined it to be. I have to say that the way I imagined it to be, because when I take all things into consideration, I've made amazing headway. I have a hard time being realistic with myself. And when you go on self-improvement, self-understanding journeys, the journey to be joyful and find joy in yourself and in life, it can be hard to keep a realistic perspective. I haven't been able to fulfill all the things that I've discussed. And that made me feel like I just wasn't doing enough. I haven't reached goals. I haven't done the things I set out for myself. And then I think backward and I reflect. And just about 1.5 years ago, I was psychotic. I could barely register where I was at, let alone think clearly about anything. It took me a long time to recover from that episode. To go from not even being able to be present to starting up a YouTube channel talking about my in-depth thoughts on life and restructuring life and my changing mindset, to be changing my mindset as a person, to be a happy, present individual, to have reduced my anxiety through mindfulness a tremendous amount, to be going from not knowing what's real or not, who you are, who the people around you are, not being able to dress yourself, to changing your core being and the way you run your life. From that starting point, tackling my eating disorder, making ground on my eating disorder that I've had since I was very, very young, elementary school. And I'm thinking I'm not making progress. I've moved mountains that I've never been able to move before. And the core of who I am and how I function, I'm beginning to be an organized person. I've never been an organized person. I remember in school all the teachers' marks, organization, organization, organization in art school. My technique was sloppy. My craft, I always got low marks for my craft. It's always been a problem. It reflects the chaotic way my mind works and the anxiety-ridden way my mind works, and being at mercy of a mind that's beyond your control. So beginning to master some sort of organizational system for my day and my life, routines, all of these things are miraculously large. They would be, and they should be, could be enough for anybody to feel proud of. Especially considering how much of my mentality I had lost from 7 months or so of frank psychosis to be moving those personal mountains. So for one, I didn't recognize the progress I was making. I still have a hard time getting my momentum going, getting motivated, organizing a day, organizing my thoughts, keeping track of certain things. This is all a byproduct of having had such an extended psychotic episode. And I'm doing all that I'm doing. Really, I need to learn perspective and give myself credit. This is a point we keep coming back to. Secondarily, I've realized that just like I'm solidifying what I had lost in functionality, and I'm consciously deciding to reformulate who I am and what I want to be in life. That's adulting, when you make those conscious decisions and pursue the kind of individual and the kind of life that you want to have and the kind of individual that you want to be, and you don't just roll along. Now that I'm taking responsibility and action on who and what I'm going to be when I get done with this phase. This year is about, it's okay that I'm only able to employ with regularity some of the things that I come up with, because I'm really trying to formalize my thoughts, get my mind out of my mind and into some sort of medium, some sort of tangible medium that doesn't slip away, and I can track my progress, and I can see it literally in this medium. I can see it. And just like getting my brain to heal, getting my day back in order, my decisiveness, my organization, I can't really move forward on big projects until I get my own life in order, tackle my own demons, the eating disorder, reduce my anxiety to a point where I am a clear, focused, and present individual, so I can expand my horizons, my traveling points for my agoraphobia, do things with regularity that need to be doing in a decisive manner. So it's okay. I'm making just the kind of progress that I need. This year I am thinking about it, I'm conceptualizing it. I'm putting into practice what I can. I'm tying up all the loose ends from the troubled person that I used to be, the melancholic person that I used to be. I'm getting rid of those weights, and I'm formalizing how my day, my life is going to run from now on. This year I'll be thinking about it, speaking about it, and to make me feel really good, by next year, the goal will be to be about it. It's okay, I need to give myself that time to solidify again. Give myself credit for how far I've come as a person, period. And especially as a person coming off of psychosis. It's pretty cool. And I have been doing, it's just been not quite in the obvious ways. But critical, important, foundational ways that are going to enable me to make the next year of my life less talk about it, less think about it, more be about it. To go out and volunteer like I want to go to the art group like I want to take the buses around, to travel somewhere farther independently like I want to stretch myself like I want to. Right now I need to solidify and gather myself like I need to. And I need to give myself credit for doing so. So that's kind of what I realized about myself. So maybe next year these videos will be more inclusive of things like joining me on my travels and more actionable steps and a little less talky and a little more doey. That was worded very weird. I always said I was weird. And that's not negative, that's just truth. It's not bad to be weird. But, yeah. So, hopefully you can give yourself some objective review and realize you may be making more progress than you are aware of. And where you are right now may be just where you need to be. I love you guys. Really. I don't know you. I don't need to know you. Unless you want me to know you. You're people. Just trying to do the life thing like me. I love that. Bye, YouTube.